Did you know you can create stunning lighting and shadows with colored pencils? Let's uncover this amazing technique today. And be sure to watch to the end of this video for a bonus tip. First, figure out where the light is coming from. That will help determine where the shadows are in the image. So, if the light is coming from the left side, then the majority of the shadows will be on the right side. That also means you can figure out that the highlights, or the lightest and brightest areas, will be mostly near the light source. Next, block in the shadows, the darkest part of the image. Do not press down hard with the colored pencils. Also, be careful to stay away from the highlights. Let the white of the paper show through as the brightest part of the image for now. Remember, shadows don't have to be just one color. You can blend different colors together to make a lovely rich shadow. For example, with a skin tone, try mixing blue with brown in the shadows. That's why you don't press down hard with the color pencil. You don't want to fill all the tooth or texture of the paper with color, because then you can't add more layers of color. Third, start to gently add medium dark tones. These are the slightly lighter than your darkest hues. You can gently layer medium colors right over the darker shadows and in the mid-tone areas. You still need to be gentle so you can layer the colors. Try mixing reds and pinks with browns and skin tones here. It's a beautiful combination. But be careful. You still need to preserve the brightest highlighted areas. Don't put color on the lightest areas yet. You can keep going back over the dark and medium dark areas with more layers of color. All these layers will help build up nice dark shadows and vibrant colors. Fourth, you can finally add the lightest color to the brightest areas. The lightest hues can go in the highlights and right over those shadows. This will help blend all the hues together. And if you were really careful to not press down hard with the colored pencils, you can go back again and add even more layers of color to create a beautifully saturated image. Side note, if you really want to be able to layer all these colors without the paper tearing, then be sure to use a heavy or thick paper. Today, I'm using a Hoohoo mixed media paper. This paper can take a lot of layers of color, and the colored pencils are Prismacolor. I'll put the links to both in the video description for you. And finally, the bonus tip. If you want your lighting to look realistic, then try reflective lighting. That's when the light bounces off or reflects off objects and illuminates other surfaces with that reflecting light. So, in the darkest shadow areas, try finding the reflective lighting. For example, in this image, along the jawline, the light bounced off the hair and reflected on the edge of her jaw. And that's it for today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, go check out my playlist, How to Color Like a Pro. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next video. And as always, stay creative.